I've decided to just embrace that and recognize that's my brand. Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hi. Wow. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. Welcome to the Cypress College Theater Instagram page. Hello. We are back with another episode of Chrysalis Q&A, where we ask questions and get answers from those involved in our fall production of Chrysalis. Before we get started, I just wanted to introduce myself for those who haven't been following us. My name is Sarah Villacarrillo. I am a Cypress College Theater and Dance alumni. Hello! And I am also the assistant director of Chrysalis, which is our fall production here at Cypress. Whew, I just said a lot. For those of you who don't know, Chrysalis is our fall production. It'll all be virtual and online, and it is a devised play, which means that all of our actors are writing up their own material as well as they will be performing it. And it will be streaming. Hello! It will be streaming on November 19th and 20th at 6 p.m. on our website, cypresscollegetheater.com. Intro! Hi, everyone! Oh, everyone's waving hello. Hi. Thanks for joining. Y'all aren't even ready because today we have a very special guest. He is one of our actors. His name is Nkls Curr. I'm pretty sure y'all know what's going on, who he is, what's up. We did post about him, and hey, Nick. He'll be joining us in about a minute. We do have some fan questions. If you have any questions for Nick, you can go ahead and leave them in the comments in this live. And then also, once this is saved, if you are unable to make it to this one, you can also leave comments and he can respond to them when it's saved on our IGTV. So there you go. Endless opportunities. Hi. Hello. Thank you for joining, everyone. Hello. So without further ado, let's get the hype man in here. Let's do this. Here we go. Same time, because we know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
we're not even gonna hesitate. We're just gonna jump right into it. This is happening. This is it now. Welcome. Yeah. This is how it is.
Welcome to the show.
The show.
You have arrived.
All right. So, dance major. Let's get into that for a hot sec. How did you get your start in dance? Did you start at Cypress, or have you been dancing for a lot longer than that?
Well, you tell me to go. I'm trying to make sure I don't cut people off because I started during I don't know if you guys are familiar with a movie called Rise. It's like a Crump movie, and it came out, and this was what I think maybe 12, 14 years ago. Me and my cousins were like thrilled by it. It's basically like fast movement. It's kind of like similar to Afro, like if on speed or whatever. That's just my opinion of it. But we started dancing. We would be dancing on top of roofs, so we'd be dancing in the middle of the street. And then I went to jerking. I don't know if you remember. You're a jerk. I don't know if you remember that. But I was into it. The colorful pants and everything. And then from there, it kind of transitioned because I was at LBCC before I came to Cypress. Okay. And I was dabbling with different majors. And I took a dance class one day. And the major that I was in, which was music, because I was trying to be a voice major, the professor was actually giving the teacher of the modern class that I was in an evaluation because she was a new teacher. And he said to me, because he saw me dancing, he was like, "Oh, you're a pretty good dancer, you know that?" And I was like, because I sucked in his music theory class, and I was like, it was the first time he gave me a compliment in like a minute. So from there, LPCC kind of had some weird things. I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do. I ended up going to Cypress because my brother went there, and which is Joshua Currington. It's my little brother, but he's bigger than me, so it's my little big brother. And then, yeah, that's right. And then I took hip hop and modern at LBCC, which I love. And then I went to Cypress and took ballet with Maha the first semester. And then from there, met Sarah, met the gang, and now we're here.
No, that's so interesting. I didn't know you were a music major at first, or you were trying to get into voice. I know you're a singer.
Dude, okay, so I always end up doing performing stuff, but I couldn't figure out what I want to do. I went from engineer, tried to be an engineer, like a audio engineer, but I didn't like the technical stuff behind it. Music, I was trying to be a voice major, but I didn't like the technical stuff as well, like theory and musicianship. This is the interval that you're gonna go to. I couldn't get into it. But I took dance, bro, and even in choir, I'd be dancing like because they'd have like the choir where it'd be like in different languages, and you would just, oh no, I'm over here like Millie Wopping and whatnot. Like, oh no, that people looking at me like you're not in a dance class.
It's cool. I can relate. I do that. I do that all the time. It's cool. Yeah. No, but that just solidified. The fact that you can do literally anything in the performing arts, and like dance is your thing.
That's where it's at. We talking acting. We talking drawing. We talking painting. We talking singing. We talking whatever you want to perform. Hey yo, Josh. Hey yo, Dylan. Oh, sorry, people in the chat.
I know, Tosh. Hey, okay. Woo. I'm already sweating. Like the energy.
Me too. Dude, I've been moving more.
The energy is unmatched right now. Yo, for real. Whew. Okay, so, yeah. So taking dance at two different colleges and then starting here. How was the transition from like, hip hop and modern into it's not easy. Ballet
from ballet too, from hip hop modern to ballet.
Yo.
Well, hip hop I've always done, so it's kind of been in me.
Yeah,
Cypress kind of helped me get my groove a little bit. Actually, count it. Like, if you want to teach it, Nick, you gotta slow it down and tell them the shoulder's gonna go up. They helped me get confidence, and they put me in places where I can perform. So the transition was pretty awesome. Actually, it was nerve wracking because some of the professors we've had, they don't play. They're like, you better get that 8 count. You better get that 8 count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Got it. Was that good?
No, you're off on that 8 count. That last 8. Rolled over. Did anybody see it? Was I in the back? Was I in the front? They didn't see it because I was in the middle. The people are like, dude, it'd be nerve wracking like that. Hey, yo, Nevin.
Okay, really quick. I really love how like everyone in the cast is always here supporting whoever is being interviewed and whoever we're talking to. I love that. I love how supportive this ensemble is and how much all the actors and everybody comes in.
Yeah. Shout out, gang.
Look at them hearts.
Yeah, man, you guys are awesome, man. It's cool being around you guys because I get to put this energy. Because I do music and other stuff as well too. But being around like professors like Jenny McMillan and being around good actors and actresses such as yourself, I get to draw the energy into my own craft, and it's helped me be more vulnerable and more of myself. So the transition was lit from dance to acting. I'm jumping all over the place, but it's lit. That's all you need to know.
But it's welcome, and it's very encouraged. Well, not very encouraged, but it's we embrace it.
Well, we got Sarah, so she's going to keep me on track, because she know I go off the rail. So she'd be like, Nick, come back on this rail. Like, oh.
See, we both go off the same rail, and then I'm like, whoa, where'd we go? We gotta go back. Because I'll follow. I'm like, this is good. I like where we're going.
Yeah, no.
Like, oh no, wait. We got lost. Oh my gosh.
Hey, at least you admit it though. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure, man. I got you.
Hey, yo.
So coming from like the dance world, you did a lot in dance. You were in you were part of the dance ensemble, you were in performances, you did concerts, you were a student choreographer. I'm gonna throw that in there because we
were student. Okay, she said it's the.
Oh,
I'm chilling.
This isn't about me. Is this Crystal's Q&A with Sarah Baker? No. It's with Nkls Curr. All right.
Nick, what are you doing?
Although I was, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're live. So coming like from music into dance and then now into acting, how was all of that helped you with performance and like just in rehearsals in the process of being in a theater performance?
Wow, we could touch on a lot with
Let's do it.
let's start from the beginning of time. No, I'm saying. So I guess it starts from acting, because in order for me to get into Chrysalis, I had to go through the act. Well, I guess I didn't have to go through acting 1, 2, 3, but I think it helped me lead to going into Chrysalis. Mm-hmm. Based on the circumstances and everything going on, it kind of lined up so that sorry, the comments. Yeah. So it kind of lined up to where I would end up in Chrysalis, because acting one, I was scared. I thought I couldn't be an actor, because I thought, you see people on TV and stuff, like you have to be at a certain stature or you still have to look a certain way. But what Jenny and I think the other professors, the acting professors, try to harp on is the more you are yourself, the more you can portray other characters. I don't know if that makes sense. Am I saying that right? You're a fellow actress, so you probably could put me on if I'm saying the terminology wrong.
No, that's not necessarily terminology, but it's just like something that you do to, Wait, this isn't about me though.
Yeah. Sorry. I was looking for the alley oop. I keep doing the alley oops.
He's somehow bringing it around to get me to answer it. And no.
I turned it to Sarah interview.
Whatever you say, that's dope.
How do you feel about that? Okay.
But you're right. No, that's a really good point, because, like I was telling you earlier, literally everyone in this cast and even in the production team, they all have something to give that nobody else has, and it's something special and unique to them. And when they bring it into the show, it just makes it that much more personal and vulnerable, and it's a much more enjoyable experience. But how has it been for you? What
you said it so good, man.
These are the rails that we talk about. We go off about this, and then I go, wait, no.
Yeah. So because of those the things that acting harps on, like the vulnerabilities, the insecurities. Like I remember the first acting class I took. I was nerve-wracked because I didn't expect her to put us on spot for some of the stuff. I know it's acting, but I didn't expect us to put us in such circumstances and situations where we're drawing from our own life. And that was terrifying. However, acting actually was like therapy for me, because I got to get out all this. Because I would think I'm too extra for stuff. Like, and discovering yourself as an artist, specifically as a dancer, you want to put as much of you as you can. But you also are in other pieces, so you got to remember you got to tone that down sometime when you're in. You already know.
That's so true. You'll go from like a really serious contemporary piece into like serious type hip hop, and you're like, I gotta do 80 with my emotions, right?
Yeah, yes. Not only just with that too, but just with who I am. I'm so always wanting to represent myself that sometimes I forget that it's not always just about me. It can be at times about me, when like maybe an interview can be about me or this particular situation. Yeah, like that.
Such as.
I knew that was going to get you. But it helped me be uniform, and I think at times that can help. Like if you have a strong dance cast or even strong actors who are in the background being extra, if they're in uniform with each other, if they're connected with each other, not doing too much, they're staying within the realm of themselves, but with not too much attention is brought on them to where it's taken away from maybe the main actor who's right there dead on spot. Because I like the little subtleties that dance and acting can have. They have some strong similarities, especially with the acting. I don't know if I answered your question. I hope I answered the
question. You're
good.
I think you answered it. I think you answered it very well, good sir.
Yeah. With the studio.
But my thing is, I came from the acting world and went into dance. You came from the dance world and put it into acting, and how those two can really mesh together very well. Is there something specific in dance that you are from music into dance into now acting? There's something that you're like, oh, you know what? Like from where I am now, being involved in this and doing and coming from this, that's really helped me continue to grow as an artist now. Is there something like that you've noticed in yourself or you discovered being in the show? Yeah.
I guess going back to the acting class. there was a particular activity where we had to talk about like psychological, physical, and then like I think the other one sociological. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but there were these topics, right? And within these topics, there was questions like, "What would you say to your father?" or "What would you say to your mom?" She put us on the spot right in there. And at the time, I didn't think, I'm not gonna break down because I guess my first acting class, right? I'm not thinking. Well, I'm thinking that I'm gonna be confident, but it doesn't go the way you think it's gonna go at all. And I think I didn't cry in class, but I ended up crying after class, like later on, because I think I held it in. So acting helped me release creative stuff through vulnerability. Specifically, like when they ask hard-hitting questions like, "What would you say to your mom right now?" or "Put yourself in the objective. Give yourself an objective. What action can you use to?" That stuff kind of is playing into my music now. It's playing into everything now. So now I'm kind of experimenting, and which is cool because I'm in Chrysalis. It's like it's a virtual platform where we're doing different prompts and different things. All this is helping me create what I want to do in the future, because I want to be a teacher and I want to teach more about hip hop, but I want to do it in an acting way as well. So I want to apply different elements. You want to let people record stuff they want. There's so many things we can reach from this. So yeah, I definitely think that specifically and many other things in acting has helped me reach things within dance, within music. Acting is lit. That's what I'm saying. That sounds something that acting's lit.
That's your new motto. Acting is lit.
They're screaming randomly. I was like, "Acting is lit." And they're like, "Oh, cool. That's neat." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah."
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, because what do you say to that? You're out of context, like if you're not an actor or an actress, you see somebody random.
You're right.
You right, baby boy. you get out.
No, I didn't want to cry, but I'm crying tears.
Hey, let's go, man.
Oh my gosh! So acting and the show.
Yeah. Where were we?
What were we talking about? So you've been in performances at Cypress, right?
Not the acting ones.
Like I haven't been in shows with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude! Oh my god! For a minute too.
You were in those, right? We were the same pieces.
Dude, I can't with you there.
So what has it been like in your experience being in dance concerts and performing them live versus rehearsing for a theater show virtually?
Wow! Oh, virtually too. See, I haven't had the privilege.
Yeah, we're rehearsing on Zoom and
everyone's
online.
Instagram.
And it's different, like because in dance, you're right there. You're learning from the choreographer in front of your face. You have a mirror. You have other people to follow, and everybody's energy you're feeding off of in the dance room. Whereas in this show, everything's online. So what you're gonna try to get the energy off of them, from your screen. You're just like, hey, how's it going? How has that been like for you?
Oh, dude, it is a challenge. Because personally for me, I'm how hyper and how much I move. I guess when I'm chilling at school, I can be kind of like when I'm sleeping, I'm kind of, not moving as much. But most of the time, I'm moving. So it's really hard to be in this little square. Mm-hmm. And what I'm curious is, because I've been taking acting, and then I was wondering about the shows and stuff, and I was always wanted to inquire about if I should go to this show or if I should be in this show. I've seen little shows like what's it called, Toxic Avenger and American Clock, but I've never been a part of physical ones. So doing it virtual, I'm wondering what my experience will be like when I do it in person, because it's weird. It's like and I know it's weird for a lot of people right now because we're in this setting. The good things I like about it is I get to see different perspectives, like your perspective, Jenny's perspective, the different classmates' perspective, and all that kind of ties in together because she's putting a script together and she's chopping it. So I get to see a little bit of her process, draft by draft by draft by draft. And as she's doing this, I'm making like little notes in my little Google Docs, and like she'll say something like, what makes a good actor? He's authentic. He's a storyteller. So I'm trying to, make my own game plan for one day when I teach dance. Even if it's just dance, I can put some acting elements in it. So from this experience, I don't really know how to feel about it. I'm ecstatic about it because I like the prompts that we're given. I like my castmates. I yeah. I don't know if I answered the question. Did I answer the question? Interview?
I think there's a lot. There's a lot that there's to unpack.
I think I'm gonna answer some other questions.
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I mean, just within that, there's a lot of things to unpack. By the way, again, if anybody has any questions for Nick, comment in.
Shoot, we answering today. What's on your mind?
That's Nick. Here we go.
Yeah, dude. Okay, that's another thing I think acting has kind of helped me with, because I used to be kind of scared to tap into that, what I feel or can be portrayed as more feminine energy, and I like that feel of feeling comfortable in it, because for a while I feel like I couldn't be comfortable. So I feel like this show specifically, because we have so many different prompts and different ways of approaching these prompts, it helped me connect to my more feminine energy. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Chrysalis is. Don't get me started, Sarah. If we was in a show for Chrysalis, if only we was in a show.
Me?
Yeah, if we was all a part of like a big production for the school, named Chrysalis or something, that'd be lit. It didn't land. Next one, I'll land next one.
No, it's all good. That's one thing I was going to ask about. So, we talked about being in dance concerts and having to like tap into different emotions for different pieces, because there's always a different feel and there's always a different message that there is to each one of them. But coming in, and then you're talking about being more vulnerable and opening up more and finding out more about yourself.
Yeah.
Acting classes, and then right now you're embracing different sides of you that you were always too like intimidated to or a little bit to let out. How has that process been like for you, like as an artist, like reassuring yourself this is okay, this is actually a part of me that I didn't know that I had, or this is the part of me that I've always wanted to let out, and here it is. How's that been for you, like releasing it?
Wow, that's a good question. I just want to say how good of a question that was. I don't know. Okay. All right. It's actually helped external things like my relationships with my family, stuff with my music. Okay, because now I'm able to speak how I want to speak, move how I want to move, and I kind of want to get rid of stuff like that, because even when I approach stuff, sometimes I'll make something feminine. But what makes an energy more feminine, or what makes an energy more masculine? I want to explore that concept. So, yeah. I love that idea, and I don't like if I want to twerk something, I want to twerk something. It's about the dance. It's about representing in the dance, and or the acting or whatever it is. I'm forgetting the question, Sarah. I'm getting too excited. I'm sweaty, Sarah.
Bro, me too. Right. What's going on?
But it's helped me several ways. The biggest one I have to say is the family. I couldn't believe that acting and theater like performances, or I don't know, I was trying to make up something. Anyways, theater like things, they help you be who you are. It's weird, and it's influenced my music. It's influenced everything. It's influenced conversations I have with people. I feel like I couldn't connect to actors and actresses, but then as I explored it more and more and got more comfortable, and I took it more than one semester, so I saw different people and talked to some of my family members at home who were very into it. It helped me understand them too well, because it just helped me understand, Sarah. That's the best way I can end that.
That's good. Speaking about that, the thing about you that I've noticed over like the few years that I've known you is you ask questions about people a lot, and you're genuinely curious about certain things. So you ask people like, "Hey, so what do you know about this topic?" Or "I'm curious about this. What do you know about that?" What's something that you've discovered or that you found out about the arts, and that's helped you improve as an artist, or that you've implemented into your own art?
Was something I discovered, that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be different. It's okay to stand for certain things, and also understand other people's standings on whatever situation is. I don't know if hopefully that's making sense, but your points are more easily understood through whatever question you just asked. It's helped me understand different viewpoints because I keep forgetting the question because I get so excited.
Well, here's the thing I'm figuring out. Once I throw you a question, I'm just paying attention to whatever you say. I forgot what I just said.
Yeah. Stop. Yo, come on. You got to keep me on track, Sarah.
Oh, no.
Come on, man. You're a sensible one here.
I listen to my scene partner more than I do myself sometimes, and I do work on that as an actor. But anyway, yeah, I was asking about the things you've discovered for yourself as an artist by asking people questions, different other artists or people who don't see
themselves. That's like talking to people too. I genuinely like to see how the brain works because I like psychology, and I like seeing why people do certain things or why they move. Like, say for instance, like I'm standing up there and acting, or Chrysalis. Say I'm in a Chrysalis performance and they're watching me specifically. What gestures does this person do? Why does he always look this way? Why is he over here? Is he looking at the camera? Is she looking at there? Like, I want to know why they do it because I feel like it can help me create characters too within my own music, within life, just random. And one thing I do too, I think creeps people out because we even did it in acting, but I do it before acting. Like, she had an assignment where we people watch, and I enjoyed like people watching, and I guess it's kind of weird a little bit, but Cyprus, it's a big camp when it was before Corona. I got hurt a little bit. I hurt myself there a little bit. Stop it, Nick. Stop it. Before, when there's a lot of people are doing different things. They move differently. They talk different, and people they're exciting to me, even when they're not always in the excited mode or doing something that's necessarily fun. I like even watching people when they're silent too, because you can learn about people through their movement and who they talk to and who they interact with and why. I don't know, all that stuff it's just exciting. It's lit, Sarah. That's gonna be my answer for the end of the question. It's lit.
It's lit. That's your period. It's lit.
It's lit. That's on period.
Oh my god. Okay, so going off of that too, being an educator, being someone who wants to teach dance and and doing it through acting, what's something that you want to implement to your students now, because people are always learning from people, anything you want to implement anything you want to impart to your students or anybody who's going to be learning from you?
One thing I really want to educate people on, and this may be just how I've grown up because I've seen so much TV and movies and stuff. I want to put a lot of that into my teachings, and I want to explain things about hip hop culture and pop culture, but try to do it in a positive way. Like, yeah, I know there's negatives. Yeah, I know there's some bads on here. I want to evaluate those what people can see as cons, because not all of them are cons, and sometimes they're interchangeable or whatever. But I want people to evaluate the cons and pros of hip hop and pop culture and stuff status quo. So I'm working on making future game plans for when I actually teach. So yeah, stuff about pop culture, hip hop, injustices. Because with hip hop and acting and dancing, you can speak to people about things that are on your mind. So I want to talk about changing stuff in the status quo.
Yes.
Or fighting or discussing or dabbling with the status quo. Why is this a little this way? Why, it's so
passion. Energy.
I thought I was teaching for a minute. I was at school right now. I saw future students. I was like, yeah. I'm here with you. I'm here, Sarah. Talk to me.
All right. So Chrysalis is a device play, which means that all the actors, including yourself, are writing their own material and then performing it. You've done student choreography. You're a student choreographer, and you've also done other people's choreography. And so, how does that differ? I know it's a major difference because one's all movement and one is not all movement, but mainly dance, and the other one's
I get you.
So, what is how have you perceived both? Having been a student choreographer and then now you're writing your own material that you're going to perform. How is that?
It's lit. Okay, first of all, the biggest thing it is, I say movement, which I think is interesting because now I got to jump back to acting class again. I forgot which method where you imply movement to some of your actions or something. I don't know if it's Stanislavski or Lee Stress. I don't know how to say his name. Or I'm not going to pretend like I know how to say his name, so I'm just pretending. Important dude who did a lot for acting. They had a movement where so the teacher gave us movement, and she wanted us to do certain scenarios with improv people, and she would have us act the actions out too, and then there's a reverse way. So it's interesting to see how much I move, when I move, and why I move. Because available stimulus, which is in acting, is where they give you something to do, so you're actually looking like you're natural, and you're not just I'm up here acting. That was the hardest thing for me to get, because I did not understand. Like, what do you mean I don't move? Because like in dancing, if you don't move, there's some you can be still for some movement, but there are subtle movements and stuff. So it kind of was hard for me to like slow down. Acting actually helped me slow down and not move as much or move with purpose. Hold up. In dance, you move with purpose. It gave me purpose. It definitely gave me purpose. I think I answered the question.
That's really good. That's really good. Yeah, I think.
I don't remember the question. Come on, I don't remember mine. I will.
The original question was, being a student choreographer and planning out. Oh my gosh! And choreographing an entire piece. Choreographing an entire piece, and now you're writing it. There's obviously difference.
Oh yeah. What I'm wondering is how different it would have been in person. Like, will we have ever done something like a production where we're writing our own thing? Because it feels like we're on an SNL cast or something, and some material gets there, some material doesn't get there. And I like to see Jenny's process of cutting stuff, because I don't know if I'd be able to make some of the cuts that she's made. She's made some phenomenal cuts and patched different things together, because she's also trying to please all of us with all of our material. So I'm really looking at that. I'm still kind of establishing how I feel about it, but I've saved a lot of the prompt work to Google Docs just to reference stuff later on, like even the instructions of stuff. So when I want to make a prompt, be like, so choose one cuss word, blah, 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 choose one, and then give an emotion, say why this is that, So I want to set a prompt. It's helping me teach prompts and learn about what purpose the prompt can or cannot have. I like writing too.
That's good.
It's fun. It's fun to be like, Jenny, what you think it is? When she's like, well, I want a little more. Okay, I'm going to go back to the drawing board. Let me go mess with a few things real quick. So it's like,
yeah. I mean, a lot of performance art's like that. You just give out your heart, and then they refine it to work with the storyline or the vision or whatever it is that they have in mind. You can't just do a bot ma. You gotta be like, okay, so why are we bot maing, and how fast do you want it, and when do we hit it? I just
technology though. Hold up, chill out.
Wow.
The technical stuff.
That's why I kept doing this.
Oh, that was the bot. I just now got it. It took me a little bit, Sarah, but I'll catch you at the end of that. Oh, okay.
I need a minute. All right.
Yo, you got me sweating. Our interview's supposed to be this intense, or is it just hot in here?
Shoot! Oh my wow! All right, so let's get into some fan questions, shall we? We're gonna get into that section. We actually have one right now from our chat. Natosh. Okay, so she asked, how different do you think your life would be if you hadn't switched majors from music?
I think I might be miserable if I think about it, to be honest, because I didn't like the technical stuff at all. It was so boring. Like, I liked the singing. There was some cool, random, different language singing stuff. And there was some moment. We got to wear tux, too, in choir, because I'm talking about choir pretty much right now. They have us all lined up on the little bleachers or whatever stands we're on. The choir director come out. And then, and then sing, and then sing. So I might be a miserable and depressed person if I never took the, was it the major switch? See, shit. Okay, Todd, for writing down the questions I don't remember. We out here.
That helps us so much, just seeing it.
Yeah, right, for real. Keep me on.
What's the question?
Nick. No, okay, Nick.
Oh, wow. All right. That was good. Thank you so much for that. If anybody else has any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments. We have some from the post that we put up yesterday. This one says, what have you learned about yourself in the process of Chrysalis?
In the process of Chrysalis, that I am a hyperactive, emotional, very reactive human being. That even Zoom can make me feel a type of way. Like after I get off with you guys, like on the Zoom chat, after I'm off, like, oh, bye, see you guys later, see you Wednesday in class. Dude, the energy is like it's a big come down. Or either I'm hot, I'm like still jittering because I'm like, I got to see people and they ask questions and they did acting stuff and I was included. So it's the trend from after I get off, I kind of freak out a little bit. I think I answered the question, right?
Yeah.
Or did I make up something?
Well, I don't know. We kind of veered, but I feel that.
I answered some question. There we go. How about that?
No, I get that because like there's again there's this community. We just feed off of each other's energy, whether it's in person or online or whatever it is. We just feed off of each other's like artistic, crazy energy, and then when that's gone, you're like.
It kind of throws me down after we get out of. I think that's what the question was. It went to something like that. I'm hoping that the question was on that. The question
was, I think what have you learned about yourself in the process of Chrysalis?
Okay, I answered the question. Then I answered the question. I doubted that. Woo! Yeah, like that wasn't on Instagram. For everybody to see the whole world.
I don't know what you're talking about now. You lost me.
Yeah, me either. I'm here. I'm here to do an interview. I heard you were giving out interviews.
Yeah, man. This is Crystal's Q&A with Nkls Curr. I don't know what's happening, but we're here.
This first time I got to be interviewed about something. So like
really?
Actual interview. Well, yeah. I think this will be my first actual interview about myself. Yeah, so thank you. Thank you for doing me the honor.
First, this is the first one.
Let me give you a ballet. Ooh. You can't see my whole body, but it was on point, though.
Okay.
That's when you bow at the end of class, and the teacher be like, "You gotta go say thank you instead of clapping you." Let me bow real quick. Thank you, Professor, for the adequate lesson, and you leave the room or whatever.
Regardless, history has been made. This is your first interview. I hope you have many more in the future because there's so much to unpack with you, right? Just in life and in general. Ooh, my cheeks hurt. Do your cheeks hurt?
A little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay, cool. It's not just me. Awesome. Okay, so we have another question. What are you doing to try to adjust to the new circumstances in school?
Oh, that is actually a great question. Because I remember last semester when Anthro went completely online. No Zoom meetings, nothing. Just straight Canvas. So what I've been trying to do more now is go outside every now and then and just walk around. Even if it's for 5-10 minutes. Because for some reason, when I'm on the computer or this many screens and stuff, I'll start getting a headache and I'll be like getting angry. And I'm like, why am I looking at this so long? Then I go look at the beautiful scenery I have of my backyard and the pool. And I'm like, you know what? Life is good. And now I'm back to normal. So I've made time for myself specifically when I feel flustered or kind of caged in. Because not just because of the online stuff, but just from being in the house so much, you kind of have to get like some type of meditation or some type of like waking up in the morning. Like I do wake up with a lot of energy, but there are some days where I'm just mad. Like I'm awake right now. Are you serious? Like I'm mad. So I have to take time. I have to go talk to people, even the little people within my vicinity and whatnot. But yes, I think it's about taking time for yourself and just realizing that you're a human being, and this is a hard experience, not just for yourself. You can acknowledge yourself. I think it's fine, but try to remember that other people are going through this and they are struggling. So I try to be grateful as well too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I do, Dylan, because that was Dylan that answered that. I remember that. I remember that question.
Keeping it real with Nick, 101.
Let's get it. I got you. You know I'll put it out. They have Nick. You don't need to tell them everything, Nick. Relax. Okay? Doesn't mean literally everything. Oh, does it?
Oh, cool. Let the people know. Let them know. Do your thing.
You want to tell them exactly what's on my... No. We don't want you to tell exactly. Just kind of a sum up. Just a sum up.
No, get into it. What are you talking about? Get into it. It's fine. You can do that.
No, I'm talking about within the moment where because sometimes I'll have moments where I'll just say random stuff that is not appropriate to the situation at all. Like, I'm like, dang, my toe itches so bad right now. Like, okay. Anyway, so about the schedule and the plan we were talking about.
I think I'm going to
like, I'll interrupt.
Whoa.
I'll interrupt the conversation to say, and look at you dead and my toe itches so bad right now. Like, bro, stop.
Oh my gosh, irreverent. Very irreverent. Just here in the moment, and this is what's happening, and let you know this is what's happening right now. This is it. No, that's really good. Oh my god.
Also, I say acting encourages, like, because when we're doing improv, or there's moments where you kind of got to give the scene a little bit more of you. That acting has kind of helped me with that, especially keep that character when I'm talking to people. Because sometimes I'll genuinely be confused, but other times I'm really trying to understand, which looks the same sometimes as my trolling face. So people will be like, "Are you trolling right now? Or are you really you don't get it? I need to know so I can understand." I'm like, me too. Like, what?
Oh my gosh, a confused face and trying to understand. It's like,
yeah. Can you say it again?
Are you being sarcastic? No. I just want to know what you're
No,
saying.
I'm dead serious. I'm struggling right here. Acting's helped me stay in that character for sure. People are like, the acting class is paying off, I see.
Oh my gosh, that's good. Oh wow. Yo. Oh my gosh. So, getting more into Chrysalis. So I've been asking everyone this, because I genuinely want to know, is there something in the show that maybe you've written, or is there a prompt or a concept or something in the show that you're really excited for people to watch, and you're really eager to share it with people who are going to be watching the show?
Yes, Sarah, that was a good question. There actually
always
is.
I asked something, and he's like, "Yes."
Yeah, it's a good question. Like, I literally said, "Hi." There is a section in the show where it will be rap. We're figuring out the kinks of it. Me and the tech crew. Hint, Sarah. Sir Justin. Plug. That's a little plug. We're working with possibly someone in the show to figure out how we're going to do a dance.
A teaser.
Yeah, a little. I don't want to give too much detail, but we got something dance rap like coming for Chrysalis. So if you into that, peep it.